Looking for a side hustle that can have a huge impact? Nucleus Network has been conducting clinical research studies for over 15 years. Right now, Nucleus Network in Minneapolis is looking for healthy people ages 18 to 55 to join their upcoming clinical studies and is offering compensation ranging from $2,000 to $7,000. Get involved today. Check your eligibility now at nucleusnetwork.com. That's nucleusnetwork.com.
What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
Hi, and welcome to this episode of a Love Food Podcast. Normally I have a number for you, but I don't today because I have no idea what number it's going to be. I am Julie Duffy Dillon, your registered dietitian and host of this podcast. I hope this episode helps to clarify what this registered dietitian thinks we need to know about the coronavirus pandemic and immunity. It's been a really big question that people in my life have been asking me and texting me and emailing me and shouting from across the street since we're not really able to be within 6 feet of each other. But so many people have been asking me, what should they be eating? Should they be using certain oils or maybe herbs to help their immunity right now? And when I heard these questions, I heard the same kind of things that I'm feeling in my body. This fear, this panic. An episode, I think it's going to be 211 of the Love Food Podcast, the one I released right before this one. I shared with you my feelings about this panic and fear. And when people are wondering about how to increase immunity, I know that's a way for many of us to communicate how dire it feels. This is a really new thing for pretty much all of us, unless you lived through before the polio vaccine came about. Really, we haven't had to live through anything this scary in a global way. I know many people, many listeners have experienced very traumatic things and food insecurity. And I realize what I was just saying is totally minimizing those experiences. So I apologize. And from a global perspective, none of us have had to deal with this type of pandemic before. So we don't have answers on immunity, but we can base our informed kind of next steps on what we do know so far about how the human body works. To give you my thoughts, I actually want to share an email that I got from a listener. So what I did before I started recording these episodes is I sent a quick email out to everybody that's on my email list and just said, hey, I'm going to be recording these episodes. What do you need to hear right now? What is going on in your brain and your food peace journey? Tell me what would be helpful to get in your feed. And so I'm so grateful because I think I got at least 100 people to respond with some really amazing questions and just actually things that I know for many of you would be the answer that you need. And one that I got was from Mary that I want to share with you. So Mary gave me permission to read her email that she sent me. And what she said, what is triggering me right now and threatening to cause me to grab hold of the quote, wellness diet again, which led to orthorexia for me, are the emails, newsletter, posts about how important it is to eat healthfully right now. For instance, up the super greens like kale and chard and lettuce and fruits and vegetables. This is a catch-22. On the one hand, we are being told to eat fresh fruits and veggies and greens, and on the other hand, we are told to avoid people, to self-isolate. I can't keep my greens longer than a few days, nor do I have a garden or live in an area that has fruits and vegetables available at outside markets all year round. So the only way to do this is to do what they say not to do. Go to grocery stores. I know I can just unsubscribe and not read, but there's a tiny bit of me that is saying, but what if they are right? And the health at every size and intuitive eating people are wrong. Again, another part of my disordered eating thinking. Thank you, Mary. Mary, thank you so much for this email. I was so grateful to read it because I think what you were saying is just connecting the dots in such a beautiful way. If you've never heard of the wellness diet, I encourage you to read the book Anti-Diet by Christy Harrison. It came out just about a few months ago, and it has a whole chapter on the wellness diet. And the nutshell is that basically the wellness diet industry is trying to prey on the vulnerability of those of us who don't want to die. And it also has roots in racism and lots of really shitty things like white supremacy and fat phobia. So when we are feeling triggered right now because of the pandemic, it has those connections. And here's what we know. Herbs and oils and eating lots of fruits and vegetables, those are such a big part of the wellness industry. Maybe those are products that you and your family have used for generations, and that's not what I'm talking about. And also, I'm not against using some of those things, especially if you have access to them right now and if they feel good to you. I know for me right now, I'm pumping lavender essential oils in my house because it smells good, and there's all of us in the house with the windows closed, we start to stink. So I just don't like the smell of our bodies all the time. And so this smells much better. Maybe it's calming us down. I don't know. But I also want you to know that we can't rely on those to save us right now. What we need to do is follow what people have been telling us, the scientists, to help us stay safe and also help us to figure out a way to tolerate the stress. And for many of you listening, stress eating is a part of that. I'm going to do another episode on stress eating. That was actually the number one requested topic for right now, is what to do about the stress eating. But if stress eating is how you're able to get through tough times, I hope you can stock up on compassion. That is the number one thing I want you to stock up on right now, because however you can cope with these uncertain things is going to really be helpful and keep you healthy. One other thing that I think also, as a dietitian, is going to keep us healthy is not restricting. We know that cutting out whole macronutrients, restricting our intake, maybe initially will do something interesting to insulin levels and blood pressure and cholesterol, but long term, they are connected to lower immunity. That's why right before a surgery, people are encouraged to not diet. I had to get a tooth removed and go under anesthesia. And I actually was impressed to hear in my preparation for surgery, the tech saying, make sure you're not dieting. She didn't know that I'm this anti-diet person. How would she know? But she was like, make sure right now, this is not the time to diet, cut out anything. And she said it 3 different times, 3 different ways. And she's like, do you understand what I'm saying? And I was like, yes. She's like, this would prolong the time it would take for you to heal. So keep that in mind too. If you're on the fence about dieting, if you're unhappy with your body size, I hope you can listen to the other 200 episodes of the Love Food podcast about why that's not supported in the evidence and why I encourage you to move away from that. And if you're wanting to help your immune system, dieting is not going to help it. So I'm going to end right now. Thank you, Mary, for your email. I really appreciate it. If you're interested in joining my email list where I send out information that I don't add in the show, you can get to it at juliedillonrd.com. You can get to it on my homepage, and I look forward to seeing you there. All right, that's all for now. Until next time, take care.
If you're busy juggling life, there's still you time. That's where DMAC comes in. With online classes that are flexible and convenient, you can even earn a degree in business, liberal arts, or criminal justice completely online. With mobile and student-friendly features, DMAC's outstanding online program will help you get the job or promotion you deserve. DMAC Online, with you in mind. Apply today. Your time, your DMAC.
You could be the key to helping change lives. Join a clinical trial with Nucleus Network in Minneapolis and be a part of groundbreaking research. Nucleus Network has been conducting clinical research studies for over 15 years. Right now, Nucleus Network is looking for people with moderate to severe kidney impairment to participate in their upcoming clinical studies. If eligible, your participation could help advance research of investigational medications that are being developed to treat a variety of medical conditions. Nucleus Network is offering compensation ranging from $2,000 to $7,000 for study participation time. If you or someone you know has kidney disease, check your eligibility for Nucleus Network's upcoming studies now at nucleusnetwork.com. Your participation matters. Learn more about Nucleus at nucleusnetwork.com. Again, nucleusnetwork.com.